Alright, good evening YouTube. I just want to come back and make a video while I have my iPhone versus using my laptop. Let me make sure. Alright, so let me tell you the reason why I titled my episode "Why You May Not Be Getting Tips with Uber," which also includes Uber Eats. Now, about 30 minutes ago or so, I just placed my first Uber Eats order as a customer. Well, because for one, I didn't feel like going out, I don't know. I just wanted to make an order because one, I had a credit of $20, which I didn't use. And two, I said, well, you know what? Let me go ahead and try to make my first Uber Eats order. So I made my first Uber Eats order. Placed an order for Krispy Kreme donuts. And when I placed the order to Krispy Kreme, the whole transaction is smooth. You go on your phone, it chooses your picks up your location where you at, which in this case my house. They show all the restaurants in the area that delivers for Uber Eats. And so I said, let me get something from Krispy Kreme. So I looked at the price of Krispy Kreme donuts, and as I said before in another video, the price for the food when you order it from Uber Eats versus going to the restaurant is only 49 cents difference. That's it. It's not that bad. So I placed the ordered a dozen glazed donuts at $7.28 and then 30 minutes. The whole process was 30 minutes. So it showed how it would be delivered. Well, actually it was 20. It was more like, yeah, about 30 minutes, I would say, give or take. And it showed that on the map, it showed the driver, the little car driving to the house. It shows you everything, the street they on. It showed them literally like a little car driving to the path, and then they walk up to the door. So they came exactly at the time it said it was going to be. It said 7:50, 7:49. It came exactly 7:49. So after that, at that point, it took me to the screen where it shows you your receipt. It says, it shows your receipt. It says shows receipt, and then it will show the price. Now, there's nothing on there when you scroll on that app that would take you to a tip. On the screen, not on your on the screen, the Uber app for Uber Eats as a customer, it's not obvious. I'm telling you, that's the reason why you may not be getting tips as much. So after I looked at the screen, I was like, fumbling through the screen. It sends me an email of my receipt. And so I clicked on, check my email. It shows me my receipt. I went back to the screen. So I'm still looking for where do you leave a tip. But let me tell you, you have to click on the order. And it's not obvious. So what I did was I said, okay, let me click on this, And it's not like it's highlighted. It's not like a link or anything. Nothing like that. Nothing of the sort. So when I clicked on the order, and then it took me to the part where it shows you the driver, and then it gives you an opportunity to give them a thumbs up or a thumbs down. So I gave her a thumbs up. Then it took you. Then you have to swipe and go to the next part, depending on what kind of phone you have. I don't know, the iPhone and maybe the Android phone may be different. So once you get on to the part where you give a thumbs up, thumbs down, you give a thumbs up, then it takes you to the tip option. And once it takes you to the tip option, it gives you 3 options: $1, $5, and $10 and other. And then let me tell you, let me back up a little bit. When it says tips, it tells you tips are optional. It says it's optional. Yes. So when it only gives you 3 things you're gonna get: $1, $5, and $10. That's it. And other. So when you hit other, and it's like a little link where you click on, and you click on other, and that's when you could actually put in another amount. Then once it goes to that, it'll take you to the part where you tell you to rank the restaurant, 5-star or whatever. So you give it a 5-star, and then it'll give you another option with the restaurant, thumbs up or thumbs down. That's it. Now, if you leave a tip, it'll give you a second receipt. So when I checked my email, I saw that I got a second receipt showing the tip added plus my the price of the thing. So you will get your first receipt initially, and then if you leave a tip, you get a second receipt. But the reason why you're not going to get tips as much is because Uber has hid the screen or made it difficult for people to tip. Once that food is dropped off, or once that person gets out the car, once you hit, delivered or whatever the case may be, it doesn't take you anywhere where it would say, how was the rate, rate the driver or whatever. It purposely shows Krispy Kreme, it shows your order, and it shows the price, and that's it. It says view receipt, and because you view the receipt, it still doesn't take you to the tip. It's a you just have to tap on your screen, and it doesn't tell you tap here. It doesn't say rating. It doesn't say anything. So the only way that I was able to leave her a tip was I had to play with my phone, and I just so happened to click on the order. You must click on the order. When you click on the order, then it'll take you to the next part of the rating. When it takes you to the rating, thumbs up, thumbs down, you leave a thumbs up, and then you gotta swipe and take you to the next part where you can leave a tip. So unfortunately, y'all, the whole entire process is good when it comes to ordering Uber Eats. The time frame, seeing that your order's being prepared, seeing that the order was picked up, showing the driver driving to your house in their little car, and it's just, you're not sitting here wondering if you're going to get the order, you're going to get the food. The app is good, but that part of the tip, that is one thing they need to fix. I don't know what kind of effort they took in doing that, but I hate to say this, y'all. The way they did that app when it comes to tips, they didn't do much interface changes to it at all. So what I'm asking y'all to do is this, and I hope a lot of people watch this video. I've been getting the surveys on the app. It tells you how satisfied you with Uber. Please give it a frown or even a neutral, but don't say it's good. And I want y'all to say earnings is an issue, and I also want y'all to write it state that the tip option on the app needs to be more evident, or better yet, they need to let the customer add a tip when they place their order. Because you're only giving 3 options basically, unless the customer chooses to change and put other. But when you're putting down that you can either leave a $1 tip, a $5 tip, or a $10 tip, you need to add that before they place the order. When I place my order on the customer side of the app, and I ordered my Krispy Kreme donut, it almost like you could easily get charged on orders that you don't be aware of. Because let me tell you, I never hit confirmed that I wanted those donuts. I was just on the app, clicked on the Krispy Kreme, it scrolled down to what the items they had available, and then it shows, you know, you click on something, and then it lets you add, you know, it doesn't even tell you to confirm the order or not. It's like the minute you scroll through a restaurant and you pick something, it's automatically is added onto the cart, and then it's automatically charged. Next thing you know, an order's been placed and it never confirms it. Now, unless you go back and hit cancel, then that's fine. But let me tell you, it could be, it's interesting. I mean, it's not that bad, but like I said, you have a chance to cancel. But that tip option, it is not evident, it is not obvious, and I had sure wish that I could show y'all on the screen what I was talking about. Who's on here? I'm just going over telling y'all about the tips. The reason why we might not be getting tips is because the tip option is not it's not obvious. I just placed an order for Krispy Kreme donuts. I left the tip for the driver, but I had a real hard time figuring out how to leave a tip on that app. And the only reason why I was able to do that was because you had to literally play on the phone and just start tapping somewhere on the screen. But it doesn't say, please leave a rating for the driver. That's not evident. It just showed me the Krispy Kreme order. It says view receipt. And when you click on view the receipt, it'll let you review the receipt. But it doesn't give you anywhere initially where you leave a rating. You have to click on the I just don't know. You have to click on the screen basically in order for you to get to the rating part. And once you leave a rating, you have to swipe or move the screen. It's not easy, y'all. So that's the reason why you're not getting tips. Unless the customer is actually, you know, reviewing the order, and they was like, you know what, let me see what, and then the receipt that you get 2 receipts. If you leave a tip to the driver, it will send you a second receipt, which includes the total, which includes the tip. If you place that, when you place that first order, you automatically gonna get that 1 receipt. But until you hit the screen, until you hit that screen, and it doesn't say click here, press this, or anything, you just have to click on that screen, literally, like click on the screen, and click someplace where it shows your order. But it doesn't, it's not obvious. That's the reason why you're not getting as many tips, point blank. The customer has to be aware and educated on how to operate that screen. It had nothing to do with downloading to no updated app or nothing. This is strictly an interface problem that Uber Eats done. And I think they just rolled out that tip option so fast that they didn't have anybody to truly test it. And they playing games. They playing games. And then when I got to the screen, when I clicked on somewhere on that screen on my iPhone, and you know, because it'll show the, you know, the order, and I clicked on it, and then it took me to the next part of the thumbs up, thumbs down. Then I had to, once you do that, then you still have to move on to the next part of the screen. It doesn't even tell you next or anything. When I hit the thumbs up, thumbs down, and I hit thumbs up in this case, and then I scrolled, then it took me to the tips. But the first thing it said was, tips are optional. Or it shows skip. So in actuality, you could skip any part of that screen, but if somebody is skipping it, they're not gonna see it. They're not gonna see it, and that's the reason why. So, so y'all, we got some work to do in telling Uber they need to change that. And you know what? I may call customer service as a customer, and I'm gonna tell them myself, not as a driver, but as a customer, that can they please make a note that the tip option is not showing up. It doesn't show, it's making it hard to show a rating for the shopper. And also, when you get that feedback, or not feedback, that rating. Hey Dorian, did you hear my commentary earlier? I was going over about the Uber Eats tip. I had made some orders. I placed an order as a customer today. About, what time is it? Let's see what time. About an hour ago. It's been about an hour now. I made an order as a customer today. I didn't even do Uber Eats today. I've been laying around the house eating junk. McDonald's and Krispy Kreme donut. Ooh, I need to do a detox. But anyway, I decided to place my order and order Uber Eats. So I ordered me some Krispy Kreme donuts. And like I said, the price for ordering food versus going to the restaurant, it's not that bad. It's like 49 cents upcharge. That's it. So they're going to charge 49 cents higher than, say, you got it yourself. So it's not bad. And then they're going to charge $4.99 for delivery fee. So what I was saying was that I placed the order, and it was a smooth transaction. It tells you the estimate time of delivery from the exact T, 7:49, and it showed, you know, it shows when Krispy Kreme is preparing your order. It shows when the driver picked it up, and it shows them in the little car driving to your house. So you can actually look on your phone and you see them driving down Stone Road, driving down Rockbridge Road, up to my house. It'll show the little car. It's like, boom. And I'm sitting there. It's like the driver is 1 minute away, 30 seconds away, you know, and it'll show them right there. So after I got my, you know, Krispy Kreme delivered, which was nice and hot, nice and fresh, placing the order was good, waiting for the order was good, and the delivery, when the person walked into my house, was good. Everything was excellent. No problems. So after that, Uber sends me a receipt, you know, $18 and something, you know, $4.99 plus the 49, you know, plus the little tax and the food itself. I didn't use my code, so I'm gonna use that for another day when I order something big, when I order something from the bigger restaurant. Then I'm gonna use my $10 for something big. I ain't gonna waste $8 and use a $10 order. I'm gonna use it when I'm ordering something huge. So after that, I go on the app. Uber's gonna send you a receipt on your email. The first email is gonna show you the receipt of what you paid for and everything. So on the screen, it shows you view receipt, and you can click on it and you can view your receipt. There's nothing on that app at all that shows tip your driver. Nothing. So what I had to do was I had to keep playing with it. I had to keep figuring out where is it where you put the tip. So when it showed me the Krispy Kreme order, I clicked on the screen, and when it clicked on the screen, it shows you the driver. It shows you the all the information, like the date of the delivery plus the pickup and everything. So I clicked on it. Somewhere I clicked on it. It's not even obvious, like I said. So when I clicked on the little part where you can see the order, when I clicked on it, then it took you to where you give them a thumbs up, thumbs down. Then you have to give them a thumbs up or thumbs down. The third part of the screen, once it takes you to the thumbs up, then it'll take you, you have to scroll on the phone. It doesn't even say next or nothing. You have to scroll with the phone or something, and then it'll take you to the other part of the screen where it says tips are optional. Plain as day, tips are optional. And then it says 5, 10, and no, it tells you $1. It gives you 3 options: $1, $5, and $10. That's it. No, they didn't. They didn't make it easier for people to tip. So when they left the increments of $1, $5, and $10, and then it has a little thing that says other, and then it says skip. So I hit other because I said, well, shoot, I'm not gonna give her $5, you know, and $1, you know. So I put other, and I put the 20% off the price of the donuts. So I gave her 20% of the $18, you know, and then it tells you to rate the restaurant, you know, Krispy Kreme, you know, that says 5 stars. Then you go to, you know, give her 5 star. Then it gives you another rating about Uber Eats with Krispy Kreme, thumbs up, thumbs down. That's it. But I swear, they did not make it easy to get tips. That's the reason why we have not been getting tips. Go on Uber Eats as a customer. As a customer, if you want, you know, if you want me to give you the code, and you can want Uber Eats for free, well, it's not really free. They give you $5 off your Uber Eats. Leave me your number. Leave me your number, or text me 678-266-7348. Text me your number, and I will give you the code, and you can order Uber Eats, and you can get two $5 off your delivery. Basically, it's the delivery fee. If you want Uber Eats, text me your number. I'll send you the code. It's easier for me to send the code to a cell phone than me trying to put it in the app and try to figure how to do that. I may do that too once I end this live stream. But yes, so you could make up little bags of candy, you could leave little cards for the customer, but to be honest with you, you have to do something to show customers how to get to that screen, and show them how to get to that screen and how to leave a tip. That's the reason why last week when that lady was like, I want to leave you a tip on the app. Can you tip to the app? And I said, yeah, sure. And I've tried to help her get to that screen to leave a tip. That's the reason. Now I figured it out. And she had an Android phone. And you had to click on the screen. So man, I wish I delivered that lady again. If I delivered to her in the future, I'm gonna go ahead and now I know what to do on an Android and an iPhone. Once the customer on that very first screen, you have to tap on the screen itself. It doesn't even tell you to click anywhere on that screen. It doesn't tell you, you know, anything. They need to change that. We all need to get that survey, and when it says, what is your feelings about Uber Eats, we need to write We need to write, and they need to change that. All they did was rolled out some kind of tip option, but they didn't even make it. They didn't make it easy for customers to tip. That's why I hate that. I hate it. I was a customer today for Uber Eats, and it took me a minute. It took me a little bit to leave that girl a tip. And I was like clicking all over the place. I said, view receipt. I said, no, that's not it. I went on the email. I said, maybe there's something in the email that shows me to leave a tip. Nope. I think that if I wasn't, innovative or persistent enough to say, you know what, let me go ahead and, let me see, and start maneuvering on the screen. It says upcoming orders or past orders. I mean, I had to go all over that app. And lo and behold, when I clicked on the man, I don't even know what the hell I clicked on. I just clicked on the order. When I clicked on the order, not the past order, not the upcoming order, but on the very first screen, you just have to click on that screen somewhere. Oh, you have to scroll. You have to use your finger, like scroll up and do it. So you telling me, so y'all might be saying, okay, I did about 30 something orders this week, and I got about 4 cash chips, and then I got what else I got? And I got a couple people who gave me a $2 tip. But now I think that unless that person or unless customers are like, really looking at their phone and they simply wanting to check the food, I don't know. I'm just disheartened. I really am. I'm really disheartened from the fact that Uber has not kept its promise. They're fooling us. They're fooling us and saying, okay, we'll put a tip option on there, but they rolled that tip option out so fast. Yeah, they said we're going to roll it out for the first 3 states. But did they ever think that as a customer, now I'm a customer, I'm not talking as an Uber driver, I'm not talking as an Uber Eats delivery person, I'm talking as a customer at this point. As a customer, if I wanted to tip on the app and they didn't make it so clear and I didn't play around on that screen and left a tip for the customer, I would have felt real bad. I would have felt bad if I had just said, you know what, forget it, I can't figure this out. But Uber did not make it clear. They did not make it clear at all, not one bit. I'm gonna see if I could let me see if I could do something. Maybe I could maybe I know I took a picture of the screen, but let me see. I'll be back in a minute, y'all. Oh, this is crazy. I don't know. I don't even know what it shows. What it shows up on here. And the phone wasn't ringing. In 2011, the group released an album on Slip and Slide Records, but the record went nowhere. And after that, the two halves of Jagged Edge developed very different visions. I don't know. I thought I had something I could show y'all.
We never had nobody coming around our business. We always did. So at times that it was time consuming, it was of course taken away from other things we might have needed to do. But this was just as important as those things are. So
by 2014, that separation had grown wider.
I thought I could show y'all something, but
Form a new group with Q from 112 and RL from Next. At the same time that the twins hooked back up with Jermaine Dupri and So Def.
I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. How did it go today for y'all? The ones who did Uber Eats, tell me, how did it go? And next time I have an opportunity to interact with a customer, and if I just have the opportunity to do it, I'm gonna ask them, can I see your phone, or can you show me something on here, because I want to complete your order. You know, just somehow get a hold of them, especially if they got their phone in their hand, and just kind of say, can you scroll down and da da da. I just, you know, there seem to be some issues that I need to address with Uber. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something. I'm gonna have to I have to do something and think of a way to show that customer how
and attempting to shove an engagement ring down his fiance's throat.
Now that's stupid. You know, that's what I'm gonna have to do. That's what I have to do, you know, because obviously we're missing out on a lot of tips because of this, and we're gonna have to notify Uber for them to change. They're gonna have to change. They're gonna have to change how they put that app together. You know, it's not just a matter of. It's just never not about. It's not even about. Oh, we need a tip option. We need a tip option. But make a tip option available where it makes it simple for a customer to tip. Better yet, just put the tip on the order when they place it, and then you get the tip automatically upon delivery. Simple, simple, simple. Now they try to play games like stupid ass Instacart with the service fee, and then, you know, you gotta opt out the service fee to leave an additional tip and all. I mean, ooh, it's not in the word. Damn, it's not even about it's not even about just putting a tip option. I knew when that tip option came so quick, I said, you know what? They ain't even they didn't even allow people to work on that app in an adequate amount of time. They were so focused on rolling something out so fast that now they didn't even do what they supposed to do. All right, now I'm gonna finish watching TV. Y'all tell me what y'all think, cause you know, it's really disturbing. It really is. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.